Long-held prejudices should be re-examined through the eyes of wisdom. The position America's taken on Master Shredder is one of the issues that should be re-examined. Master Shredder started his life in martial arts. He challenged Master Splinter to control the dojo. He lost. He did not sulk. He did not seek revenge. He instead thought he'd move to America and start a new life. But the America he found was not that shining city on the hill that Reagan spoke about, but it was 1980s New York, the height of the crack epidemic. Shredder may have tried to find traditional work, but there's not a lot of work for an immigrant whose only training is the way of the ninja, especially a ninja who's covered in knives. But he saw injustice. America's drug policy and the economic crisis on the streets of New York, boys without fathers.
I am your father.
In the racially tense streets of New York, he created the Foot Clan and welcomed boys of all backgrounds. He provided them discipline, training, a way of life away from the streets. They never touched guns. It was strict, sure, but remember where Shredder came from. A rural, traditional Japanese background. Did they steal? Yes. That's not great. But the gaping lack of opportunity in those neighborhoods did not provide a lot of options, and Shredder stole mainly only Japanese electronics. Master Splinter could have stayed in Japan and enjoyed running the dojo that he had won. Instead, he had to go all the way across the world to twist the blade in his enemy. They say you grow into the face you deserve, and he did. He became a rat. He's given so much credit for raising the turtles, but he used those boys. He raised them in a sewer. They're reptiles. They can't regulate their own body temperature, yet he never let them see the sun. He taught them discipline. Hardly. Those boys ate pizza 3 meals a day. Turtles should eat primarily leafy greens. He never gave them greens. He would simply watch as they would non-stop sexually harass April O'Neil. He would never say a word. He taught them discipline. He only taught them violence. April O'Neil wasn't innocent either. She teased those young, lonely teenage boys so she could get a weekly scoop and continue to push her false Foot Clan media agenda. The media is meant to be objective. She was far from it. She never once attempted to interview anyone from the Foot Clan or Master Shredder. Splinter just used those boys for his vendetta against the Shredder, who was trying to better the community. This was 1980s New York. Could Splinter have gone after crack dealers, pimps, corrupt bankers, Wall Street fat cats? No. He took his horny malnutrition turtles and he beat up guys stealing radios from Radio Shack. He used violence to protect corporate interests in a time when the poor were suffering. The Foot Clan were stealing TVs. That is true. But these were 1980s TVs. They weighed as much as a refrigerator. Stealing a TV in the 1980s took 4 people. These boys were learning teamwork, communication, employable skills. Do you think Splinter really cared about clock radios? How did Donatello get his technology? They had a TV. They had video games. They had takeout 3 meals a day. None of them have jobs. Where was that money coming from? April O'Neil never cared to ask those questions, and either did America. Shredder did not get rich. He wore the same clothing every single day. A suit made of knives, but never cut anyone. He chose stainless steel as the most sustainable clothing. He found the only cave in New York and lived there. Sure, later in life he moved into an interdimensional technodrome, but in meeting a warlord from another dimension, did he use that power to take over the planet? No. He just focused Crane's energy on the turtles. Imagine Master Splinter had befriended Crane. Shredder is owed an apology. He became a monster, but I think we made him that monster. And Master Splinter deserves what's coming to him. He was the Joe Jackson of martial arts.